Clewiston Florida man has been arrested for shooting his brother and a teen bystander that stemmed from a squabble over $20. The incident occurred early in the afternoon on Monday the 15th of March within the Harlem Gardens Apartment community when 45-year-old Tommie Lee Thicklin got into a heated argument with his two brothers over the money. The three parted ways. Later that day, Tommie sent text messages to his brother, accusing them of saying things behind his back. At around 10:33 that night, the two brothers were talking out in the parking lot and noticed Tommie approaching them. He was yelling and accusing them of talking behind his back before pulling out a gun and pointing it at one of them. The other brother pushed the gun away and he then fired two warning shots in the air. He then fired the gun at them. One of the brothers sought refuge in a nearby apartment, while the other hid behind a car. Tommie followed his brother behind the car and fired multiple shots at him, with one of the bullets striking him in the mouth. Another shot struck the rear window of a vehicle where a 16-year-old girl was sitting, hitting her in the back of the head. The two victims were treated at a hospital and have since been released with non-life-threatening injuries. Tommie was shortly arrested without incident in the 1100 block of Alabama Avenue and was taken into custody. He is charged with attempted murder and a multitude of other indictable offences. He's been held on a $750,000 bond at the Hendry County Jail. Two girls have been arrested and charged with the murder of an Uber driver after allegedly carjacking and assaulting the man with a stun gun. The incident occurred on Tuesday the 23rd of March in southeast Washington DC when two teenage girls, aged 13 and 15 years old respectively, are accused of assaulting the 66-year-old driver Muhammad Anwar inside his car. The police said the crash happened when he was shot by a stun gun by the two teenagers who were in the process of carjacking him about a block away on Van Street at about 4:30 p.m. A witness said she had seen the driver put up a struggle with the girls before he crashed and flipped the vehicle along N Street Southeast, just north of Nationals Park. During the crash, Anwar fell out of his car and landed on the sidewalk in a critical condition. The car was then seen balancing on its side. The police were quick to arrive at the scene and medics took the driver to a local hospital, but he succumbed to his injuries. The girls were pulled from the wreckage and were arrested on the spot and have been charged with murder and carjacking. A Bedford County, Tennessee woman has been arrested after allegedly assaulting her girlfriend. Police were called to a home in Fake Creek Road and arrested 23-year-old Lillian Barnett on Thursday the 18th of March after she attacked her roommate. She told detectives that she assaulted her because they got into an argument which started over chicken nuggets, but she wouldn't elaborate any further. As officers took Barnett into custody, she started screaming. While inside the patrol car, she tried kicking the window out and repeatedly banged her head on the window. As she was being escorted to the Bedford County jail cell, she bit the officer on the right arm. She had previously told the authorities she had hepatitis C. Barnett has been charged with aggravated assault on a deputy, domestic assault, and disorderly conduct. Her first court appearance is scheduled for the 31st of March. The Raleigh police have arrested 27-year-old Jacob Vandenberg, wanted for attempted kidnapping, aggravated assault and damage to property. At 9:15 p.m. on Saturday the 20th of March, the authorities descended on South Saunders Street after receiving a series of disturbance calls. According to the police, the suspect was using a chainsaw to menace his victims along South Saunders Street. He was wearing a dark green baseball bat, a long white coat, dark jeans, and white shoes. He fled in a dark-coloured vehicle. It was said that he stopped his car at different locations, got out and revved the chainsaw. He stopped at 3 motels in close proximity to one another. A Super 8 motel worker contacted the authorities after seeing a man with a chainsaw in his hand. Police said the man waved a chainsaw around, threatening people at a Red Roof Inn, a Super 8, and a Claremont Inn in Raleigh. A staff member at the Red Roof Inn called the police, but said he left before the officials arrived. One witness told police that the suspect approached him to ask for tobacco, but then turned the chainsaw on. Lowe's Home Improvement store in Garner reported that its entrance was rammed and broken into again, and another chainsaw was stolen. It's unknown exactly how many were stolen and how many were used in the terrifying attacks. The police also alleged that Jacob kidnapped and assaulted a woman but did not disclose any details other than someone heard her screams and called 911. The next morning, Vanderberg was arrested by Raleigh police. He faces 9 charges, including going armed to terrorize people, kidnapping and assault. He's been held under a $270,000 bond.